A happy birthday, Matt Rickman, 20 years young and family. That's from family and friends. Happy birthday, Matt Rickman. And happy 25th anniversary to Rob and Katie Edwards. Happy 25th anniversary. That's from Ann. Is not that big for drivers that have made it with these 5 prior Canadian nationals who qualified for every one of them. And obviously he's done this game. Chuck Evick, he's in the show already. And Jason Martin, he's in the show already. Other driver that is 5 for 5 is on the pole, Dain Naida. And he keep his streak. And Jeff Cook, by the way, as well. Feature out on the track, we want to make sure to mention our little feature sponsor putting up the $1,000 to win for this race. It is Sicard's RV. We thank them very much for coming on board here this year at the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. Tommy pumped Dain Naida off the pole position. Looked strong earlier. He's on the pole, and you know, I guess it would be a favorite as he is right now, but Rick Wilson has won this race in the past, starts in third, he had a really good, strong race car, and there's a lot of cars throughout the field that have maybe never made a Canadian Sprint Car Nationals they made. It would be a real treat for them to get in. Yeah, and there's a lot who are here for their first time as well, so you know they want to get up there and get some money for making the trip down here. Well, you see almost everybody making the call because there is some financial benefit to just turning a few laps in this race. That might be one of the interesting things to watch, Tommy. After a lap is taken, you may see a host of drivers duck off to the top of turn of 1 up on the bank or above the bank and work their way back into the pit area. That's a great point, and Miles Hill owns that entry that Randy Hannigan won a little feature with, and the 07X Martin Hills Racing team this season. Naida runner-up last night in the Twin 15s, and he beat Dustin Daggett, would not have to run this race, but you see that he is 15 laps the distance, and they are ready to go wacky green in the little feature. Jonathan sideways in the middle of the backstretch, nowhere to go. And Kyle Moffitt's very tough weekend. Another issue for him collected. Jesse Costa, the 52. All right, so the driver we saw took the brunt of a lot of those impacts. Derek Jonathan is out of the 81 and walking around, so a good sign down here. Derek Jonathan out of the car.
Kyle Moffitt out of his machine as well. Patrick Vigneault working to get out of his. Jesse Costa also out. Looks like everybody's all right down here, guys. Back to you, but we have got a scrapyard of parts here to clean up on the back straightaway.
I think it was Derek Jonathan Clinton that was suspended in air, pinched between, I want to say, Costa and Moffitt for quite a few feet down the backstretch.
Well, everybody is out of the damaged cars down here. Adam West down here as well. His car very heavily bent up. Actually, a piece of an injector stack down here off of one of the engines on one of these cars.
So a massive incident in the middle of the backstretch. Drivers that were starting, well, Jonathan was starting in 6th and collected pretty much 11th on back, more or less. Those were the cars that were involved. Jesse Costa actually started back about 20th and got into the mess.
Patrick Vino also involved in this one. He was the best appearing car earlier tonight, and unfortunately this one's all bent up.
See Steve Collins on the hook as well, off in turn 3, the tow truck attending to his 67C. And there's a whole bunch of cars down there, Tommy. Most of them just did the nice job to avoid.
Yeah, there are the cars that do have damage include Derek Jonathan's 81, the 52 of Jesse Costa, the 7 of Kyle Moffitt, the 55V of Patrick Vino. Those are the ones that are most heavily damaged. I think the rest of the ones stopped down here may be able to try to restart.